Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Robertson. Today I'm going to show you how to make this car, how to create this neutral light, and also by the end of the tutorial, if you like to, you can actually add this light up. So let's start it. Okay, so we're going to use our tinting bodies stem set, and also we're going to use the matching die set. We are going to use Local King's markers to do the coloring, and plus we are going to use our brand new tool is the magic mushroom to do the blending. Some basic dye-based impact, just some rainbow color will do. So, and then that's pretty much about it. Let's start it. So in this tutorial, I am going to concentrate to show you how to create this unique background, and about these stars, you can watch the other tutorial. That's the other tutorial show you how to make a perfect, how to draw a perfect star. Okay, so I have these 5 rainbow colors ready to go. So it's just a Memento 100, 703, 400, 500, and the 601. You can try any kind of dye-based ink, they work just fine. You can also use permanent ink, but I won't recommend it because permanent ink is kind of milky. They will deposit on your mushrooms, so that may be shortening your mushroom's life. So dye-based impact, they work well. You can try Ting Ho's Distract ink. I haven't tried the oxidized ink yet. After I try, I will let you know. Okay, so we are going to, if you are not sure where to put what color, you can download this card from our website first and print it out. So when you start to try to coloring, they give you some kind of idea. So this card size is a 5x6. We always start with the lightest color first, and we always kind of give a try to make sure your mushroom is clean and ready to use. And I would like to always have a wet cloth and a white cloth handy. So that's my white cloth. Okay, so one wet cloth and the one white cloth. So after you use it, you kind of squeeze your yellow mushroom on the white cloth. Even though on your tower has some color, and then but when you apply on your cardstock, you barely see any color. Okay, so let's start the yellow first. You can either tapping or brushing. I prefer brushing. Okay, so to ink your magic mushroom, and we use yellow. Even though this yellow, I've been heavily use this yellow, the color looks kind of dirty, but I won't affect my performance. It's still a very good shape. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit yellow first, and the one trick is that when you apply the color, be very careful. Only try to apply one direction, so from the right to the left or from the left to the right, so that way we can create a very smooth stroke. Okay, you got to go back to ink your impact once in a while. You can use the side of the mushroom, okay, kind of rolling your mushroom and apply directly on top. So one side from the right to the left, from the left to the right. Try to go all over your card. Okay, don't stop in the middle, and then go back to blending a little bit, and then find the other spot, kind of just rolling your mushroom. I love those mushrooms because there's too many different ways that you can use. You can rolling it, you can tapping it, you can rubbing it. So it's a good tool to have. Okay. And then if you push harder, they become darker. You release a little bit pressure, they become lighter. So you have the control of your magic mushroom. Okay, and then the best part is they can be blending the color. The color can be blending together. I use a watercolor cardstock. So if you use the macro cardstock, we have a new paper coming. So if you use a macro cardstock, they do well. I won't suggest you to use a glossy because the surface is too glossy. They don't really blend in well. Okay, so I'm going to ink my green color, and on the side, on the top, kind of just rolling it. If you're not sure about the color, always testing on your scrap paper before you start. Okay, and then again, kind of rubbing it. You can use the top or you can use this side. Just remember, start from your scrap paper. Don't start on top of your cardstock. Okay, and then when you brush the green on top of your cardstock, green and the yellow, you can like a blending between those two colors. They can create a new color. Okay, so let's do a little bit green, and then I'm using the side of my mushroom, rolling it, and go again. So that's my green, and then now I am going to move to the blue color. Okay, so when the color getting darker, you got to be a little bit careful. Don't apply too much. Always try a little bit. If not enough, we add more. So now I'm going to use a little bit less. So I'm using the side of my mushroom. Always start from your scrap paper. Okay, try to bring a little bit up. This is so unique because every card I make, they all looks different. You can see how I'm like a sweep the color on top of my cardstock. Okay, see, I push hard, they become darker, and then I release a little bit pressure, they become lighter. So you can see from the dark to the light. Okay, you can feel it. It's very interesting. Now we're going to move to our pink. Okay, so again, you can apply your impact on the top, on the side, rolling your mushroom. Okay, and then we can find the spot. Okay, remember, one direction only, one direction only. So that way your sky is going to looks like a cone. You want to keep the stroke simple, okay, not like a storming weather. Okay, see, like now I use the whole front. So start from the scrap paper, brushing it, and then go from the bottom. You can change the spot, and now you see when my red meet my yellow, they create a little bit orange. So I'm using 5 colors, but by the end of a coloring on my card is going to show a lot of a different color. See, I use pink and a little bit blue, and then the purple appear, yellow and the blue, the green appear. Okay, see, I'm still keeping my stroke one direction up, from right to the left, from the left to the right. You can use the side, you can use the top, anything you like. Okay, so that's what it look like. Now I'm going to move to the purple. Okay, light to the dark, that's what you're going to do. So rubbing the color on the top, on the side, and then be careful your fingerprint. Okay, this is what happened to me all the time. I have a dirty fingerprint, and then I always didn't pay attention and leave the fingerprint on my cards. Okay, so that's fill it out the gap. Okay, the best part of those magic mushroom, like I say, you can blend in the color together. I find here that between the pink and purple is thin. So I am going to use my blue mushroom, pick up the color, fill it out the gap. Okay, the trick is, remember, one direction only, one direction. Okay, always start with the light color. If it's not enough, we add more. And then you can see the color is easily blending on top of your cardstock. Okay, so that's my foundation color, and I think that's pretty cool. Let's move to the next step. Okay, so next step, we are going to create a little bit like a, I won't say it's a cloud, layering. Okay, that's create a little bit layering here. It's very easy. What you're going to do is just grab a pair of scissors, and then I don't really tear this time because I want to have a sharp edge. So I just use a pair of scissors, like trimming a little bit like a wave, something like this. And then you are going to keep both pieces, okay? And then we are going to just find I think this spot is good. Okay, now we are going to use a little bit darker color. But before we jump to the dark 608, okay, we are going to use that purple again because I found out that dark is kind of too dark to start. So I kind of just find a place, horizontal is important. You want to get horizontal. Okay, and then same thing. You are going to start from your scrap paper hard and then kind of brush like a sweep. One direction only, okay? One direction. Okay, careful that your template is not moving. So that's just a move to show you what to look like this. Okay, that's what to look like. And then we are going to come back to add a little bit more. And then now I'm going to move my template, maybe like here. Okay, and then pick up the purple. And then find the spot. You push hard, it's become darker. Same thing, one direction. That's what's like this. I think that's pretty good. And now I am going to move to my darkest blue. So you can use your purple mushroom or you can change to use the blue one. It doesn't matter because they can be clean. Okay, I'm going to use my purple mushroom and pick up the blue color, the dark blue. This is a 608. And then I'm going to use that template. Okay, put the same spot. And I'm going to kind of just give a little bit touch up. This time my stroke is going to be even lower than that purple. Okay, like this. A dark. And then I'm going to remove my template. Give a little bit touch up. That's what it looks like. Okay, now that's testing my mushroom. My mushroom is a pretty dark color. I was using blue and I will use darker blue and purple. I want to go back to add a little bit purple. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my mushrooms. Okay, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And dry with dry towel. Okay, and that's see the color is much clean now, right? So I'm going to pick my purple again, and again we're kind of like bringing in now. See the sample I have here around the outline is much darker color. So in the least one, see I got some fingerprint here, but I was going to cover it. That's okay. Just be careful. Don't leave any fingerprint there. What I'm going to do is next time you have a tissue to prevent like a fingerprint. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to use a little bit purple and try to bring the focus on the center. So we start from the scrap paper, bring it in. Once when you try this mushroom, we are heading to the scrapbooking expo show now. So if you see us at the show, please come and give a try. Feel the touching. So I start from the top to the bottom, and then right to let's do more, and right to the left, and left to the right. I didn't start with the darkest color. I start with the lighter, the purple color, and I'm going to slowly build out. So they are going to be much richer. Okay, and then now we use the darker color. Again, we can kind of sweep from the outside in. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's see what's it look like. It's getting there, right? And then now I still find out they are still not dark enough. We can add a black. You can add dark black or brown. So this is the Tuxedo Black number 900, and we are going to use your black magic mushroom brush on top of your impact, and then again see the black color they really helping those colorful neutral line pop out. So very carefully sweep from outside in. So that way your sky is going to look nice and calm and peaceful. Okay, so that's kind of bring in. See? Isn't that looks nice? And then now we are going to add that piece of white floor there. So this one I can do that. So I just use a piece of cardstock, something like this. Perfect. I just hide my fingerprint, and then I want to add a little bit snow on the floor. So this is my blue magic mushroom is totally blue. I just want to give a very light touch out. So squeeze all the dirty ink, dry with napkin or wet cloth. Always testing. See, on my scrap paper, my mushroom is totally clean. And then we're going to just pick up a little bit color. Okay, we can just give a little bit touch out here. Okay, be careful your dirty fingers. And that piece I was tearing off, and we are going to just use it as a template. Okay, so we are going to just give a little bit pounding here or brushing, either way you like, and then we create a very light layer on the bottom. So that's what it looks like. If not enough, go back to pick a little bit darker blue. You can add a little bit more if you want to. So, but I just want to give a little bit touch out, and I think that's enough for my base, like this. Okay, now we are going to add the star, and from my last tutorial I already showed you how to do the star, so I'm going to just fast forward. If you want to learn the detail, just go back to the tutorial and check the number on bottom of this screen, and then you can find how to do a perfect star. Okay, so before I glue everything, I actually want to add real lights on. Have you seen my last tutorial 116 part 2 to add these lights on? So in this tutorial, I'm not going to show you how to do the wiring. If you like to learn how to add the wire in the back, just make sure you watch the tutorial 116 part 2. In that tutorial, I have been described very clear in the listing all the detail where you can buy the light, where you can buy the battery from the tutorial 116 part 2. So in this tutorial, I am going to just add three stars. So always it's a good idea to create a prototype. So this is my prototype with the 3 lights on, and now I'm going to just put them together. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to do the wiring. It's very clear in the tutorial 116 part 2. The only thing I want to show you is the start. We are going to just use this punch tool to punch the hole between that star. So that way when we add the light, the LED light, they will just show well. Okay, so like this one, the punch is a little too short. All you have to do is use a poking tool. Okay, just poke a hole, and that's how you poke a hole. Okay, so I'm going to show you the finished project. I'm going to just fast forward it. Okay, I finished it. Let's see what it looks like when we turn it on. Isn't that awesome? I'm sure your friend will be very happy when they receive a call like this. So this is today's tutorial. Low Cooking Rubber Stamp channel is a place that you can learn a lot of great stamping techniques and the tips. If you like this company, please help us to share this awesome company with your friend. Just click the share button, and that way your friend on the Facebook they can see it. So thank you for watching, and this is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stamp. We have a lot of tutorial. They are already made, and they will be downloaded on our YouTube channel and the Facebook shortly. Stay tuned. See you next time.